Hello. Are you having just one of those weird days that you wonder, did I leave my keys in the car when I closed the door? I'm not having that kind of day. I'm having one of those days of something bad's gonna happen. I don't know what, and it's driving me crazy because I don't know what. So, hello, my people. I know I'm late. Oh, the lighting guys forgot to pick up the rest, or no, I guess it's municipal. When they were filming the, what was it? You want to exist in my new pyramid video, promotional video. They, their lighting guys took down the barriers because they've had it for 3 days, and he said that was because of fog. I'm sorry. You can do better if you try and go somewhere else. You'll get better fulfillment there. Ooh, hello. I'm sorry. Babe, I'm in a PS2. Actually, I'm agnostic and look. They didn't even hear me. How could they not even hear me? What, are they talking to somebody? Are they trying to recruit people? Let's take a look. Since I'm not blocking the entrance, I can do this. Oops, they're pushing my phone down. Hi, Fuzz. Oh, hi. Oh, they saw me. Time to come and get me. Ooh, look at that shirt. That shirt is horrible. Anybody recognize her? Oh, bummer. I know, I've just got this strange feeling of ennui. I wonder if that's what they feel all the time, since they're not allowed to have emotions. Don't you ever wonder? Hi, Miss Kim. Let's see who's here. My Fuzz, my Kim, or Miss Kim. My sitting on defense. Yes, it's a Friday, but I'm sort of like Grammy and Downton. What's a weekend? You get that way when you grow up with tech heads because they usually work constantly until you tell them we have to go someplace and do something. So, and then work with a DJ. The hardest part was getting used to every day not being a weekend. So now I'm back to what is a weekend. And my curling iron attacked me again. I have no clue why I'm doing this to my hair. I'm having one of those days. So let's see if everything's still up. Yep. The one on that pole is still up. The one on that pole is still up. They don't do very good policing their area. They take it for granted that everything is illegal to put on a pole around here. And it's like, no, it's not. It just isn't done. So the other one's still there. And hot pink. Maybe I should get the blackout. Wonder if I've got any with me. I might have some with me. Because I was trying to figure out what the temperature is. Because it'll get really hot on the 3rd floor. And it said it was 80 at home. The only problem coming today was coming through the tunnel. People don't know how to drive. Oh, yeah, and that's a question I have, people. Hi, Tsuki. Where's my puppy? How's your kitten? That's a question I have for the rabble. Let's see. Do people who text leave a big space in front of them? This is something I'm noticing more and more in, see, told you my curling iron attacked me. I'm seeing more and more in rush hour is that I keep getting stuck behind some bozo who, the better sort of, kind of, yeah, I know. I get stuck behind someone who I thought maybe hated me because I was tailgating. I'm very good at that. But then I don't tailgate and there's still like 1 or 2 cars in front of them. So I don't understand that. And I sort of, when I get by them, have to at least give them that look like, what are you doing? And I think they're always on their phone, I think. I don't know. How's that for a weird question? Yes, it's absolutely beautiful here. Yeah, think of the city with 80. It's not that bad. Not this part. It's not like we're in the sunset or anything. Actually, sunset's probably cooler. What would be the hot part of the city? Potrero Hill. Hunters Point. That doesn't get a lot of wind. Everywhere I've lived has been okay. Western Addition, Lower Hay. I think that's all I've lived in the city. Well, one of my best friends lived here for 20 years. They knew the landlords were on the third floor and they were on the first. That was the only problem, is that when her landlord died, new people wanted it and wanted to change it, so they had to buy her out. That was the only cool part about freaks coming here to renovate houses, was that they bought people out. So let's see, what have I learned about credit today? Because it was a pretty slow day today, so this morning I was watching videos on how to fix your credit. So they start with, of course, Experian, TransUnion, and oh, you're playing music, never mind. And yes, I did, because there not many people were on today, so I actually was learning how to do it, because my credit is perfect. So, and you don't really know how fast or what's going on. I mean, it's 20 years, 15 years later, stuff like that. So, been doing it to help the people get out, you know? So it was just like, of course I have an index card thingy, the flip thing that I can use, I guess kids use to like practice things on. And it was like, oh, that's perfect. Of course I left it in the bathroom. Like I said, it's just this, I don't know, maybe I just want Papa Cat back home. Maybe this hasn't been long enough for me to want my dad back home, because, you know, he's on vacation, and the more farther away from farther away from working he goes, the longer he takes vacations. So he's visiting the family, and he's there until my aunt kicks him out, basically. So, but he's gonna bring me Walla Walla onion rings. So, and my cohort that should be with me on Monday. She makes Walla Walla onion rings, because she lived in Seattle for a while. So I think that's what it is. I think it's just disconnection. Usually I'm good for about a month before my dad gets to me. He's only been gone 2 weeks, I think. So, yeah, it's just like pick. Anyway, I don't notice it when I'm out and about, or when I'm not out and about. It's like, for some real weird reason, it bothers me more when I'm outside than when I'm inside. Yes, Subtimus Kim. Wish all you guys were here and it wasn't just me. Monterey, yes. We used to tease people from Monterey that are like, oh my god, it's 75 here. It's like, are you high? You little brats. It's Monterey. Go play in the aquarium. So, sort of like, I guess, Concord would bitch at us going, it's 80. They've already hit, I think, 100 twice this year, which is not good. Yep. Totally. Oh, thank you, Fuzz. I was wondering, because, yeah, it's like, I hate getting behind I should start going around them. I just assume they're being buttheads and are going to, like, match me. So I won't get in front of them. But it's like, I get to watch all of these people merge in front of me, and it just makes me stark raving mad. That's why I make sure I play songs. Or I sing on the way to here. On the way home, I'm listening to somebody gets me, you know, interested, and I don't pay attention. Which seems to be, drives more people crazy. than tailgating, so don't notice it as much. I need to try a different way. I've been going the same way for now, I don't know how long, and this is still summer, so I'm still getting away with my commutes. Once school starts back again, my commutes will get ugly again. So, I know, let's talk about my road tripping. During the autumn, I want to go to Sacramento, though. The heat isn't horrendously awful in Sacramento. I worked in West Sac for a year, and the heat doesn't have humidity. It's the humidity I can't stand. So, Papa Cat said, back east, nasty ass humidity and lightning storms. We were there once during the summer, and I was looking at the lightning, and Papa Cat found me on the screen porch, and he's like, because I squealed, lightning was really close, I went, eek! And he came out and he's like, get your butt in here. And so I went to the garage because it was open. Then he heard me scream. I don't know anything about lightning. This is the Bay Area, born and raised here. I know. It's what is it with the humidity? Yeah, it's just so weird. The way people drive nowadays, I think the only time I'll ever consider like doing it from home is the first day of a rainstorm, because it's so oily. The ground is hilarious. And I have low profile tires, so you want to talk about me slipping and sliding. It's like, but seeing the crazy people in front of me on the first day, oh, it's just bizarre how badly people drive after COVID. I had to drive during COVID because I was helping a friend die of cancer, and then I was cleaning out the house I grew up in. Two things, well, one thing I could do without having anybody around, that's for sure, but in a weird way it was so nice. The traffic was amazing. When I started coming in traffic jams, I was so annoyed. So yeah, I'm adjusting to this, but I'm also, it's summertime, and summertime is easy. So, sorry, I'm being distracted. I hope they're not coming here. I think it's an older lady that they're trying to help get out of the car. Oh, why does this crap always have to happen? Why don't you leave her at home where she belongs? Or he belongs? You know, one of the hardest things to do was to keep my mother inside the house. I always thought she wanted to go outside when she was, getting sicker and sicker. And then I realized one day, she's really tired of that, isn't she? And so we started doing our lunches in their house. But she didn't mind. Because then we'd watch bad TV and she talked to me the whole time. They're a little bit more loud about it. The rabbits, tourists. San Francisco would call them rabbits. Yeah, rabbit season, duck season. Do you miss your friends? Do you miss your family? Do you wish you could be near your chosen family? Or if you are near your chosen family, don't you wish you could see them? Not just sort of stare at them as they walk by you and acknowledge their existence? I'm sure your friends miss you. Even if you don't think they do, I'm sure they do. The first person you had to declare, probably the most informative person in your life and would have held any sway over you. That's why they were the first person to be declared. They don't want you to be around anybody who can do any good for you. They want to make you your little sales machine that they have. And they stuff all of their studies down your throat, and even when you realize you don't want it anymore, you have to keep going, because they tell you things like, it'll fall apart if you leave, you'll get pneumonia and die if you leave. Getting pneumonia and dying is probably The one thing that can be proven not to happen, considering there are 4 major trauma centers within 10 miles. There are 5 in 30 miles. So, and when you go to the emergency room, they have to take you if you're an emergency, because that is part of the Hippocratic Oath, is that you do not turn away people who need your help. So no matter what they tell you, if you go to an emergency room, they have to take you. And a lot of normal people out here don't even know that. So this is not something that is just not spread around a lot. You can get, hopefully you're not on the dole now, because hopefully you're working another job and not taking more of my tax dollars. But yeah, think about that. Everybody that you don't like, or everybody that you do like, even you, I'm sure, have to pay tax on everything you do. These guys don't pay tax on anything, and they don't do anything with that money that they have. They put it into more realty. They put it into more strange accounts offshore, in my opinion. They give it to fund managers to manage funds. They probably lose money on the market on purpose, things like that. That way, they don't have to keep, justifying their lack of distributing funds like they should be, because every religion is supposed to be charitable, either out or in. And the reason they started religions were for the kings and queens of Europe to be able to have armies. So that's where charity came in, because you fed everybody around you and you gave them housing and clothes and things like that, so they would be loyal to you. So this organization doesn't do that. That's why I don't consider them a religion. They do not do renting out a hall for people to give out food is not charity. That's called a business. What they really need to do, if they want to be considered a religion, excuse us, we have a siren. And a hook and ladder crew. It's always fun to look at them. Whatever. Broke. I saw my thing. Oh, look at the fuzzy puppy. Fuzzy puppy. I could do with one of those too. Meow. Dookie meow. Maybe my allergies are just bothering me or something. I don't know. Yes. Hi, Carrie Ann. I'll be seeing you tonight. Hopefully I'll be getting a sandwich from across the street, even though I doubt it. I have to get a sandwich from somewhere. Last time we went to Togo's, it wasn't that great. Yeah, I had to watch Carrie Ann's on replay because my phone ringer was off and I so wasn't paying attention to anything like within an inch of me. What was I watching? I was watching real fluff. Honest to God, gossip fluff. What was it? That's how you know I really don't. It was real gossip fluff. I don't remember. It's like the real behind the scenes of, one was about Kylie Jenner and all the brands she's, pushing and how she must be running out of money. Real, honest to God fluff. I barely know who the Kardashians are. So it's like, and they also look alike nowadays. So it's like, I don't know. But yeah, I missed Carrie's stream. But I did see it while I was getting dressed. I saw all that Odin in my face. But it was a 70-inch Odin. That'll be tonight with Pop and Odin. So, let's see. Okay. Hi. Hi, No Face. Because the No Face, I yell at doors because the ghosts actually pull back the shears and they open the doors a little so that people will hear me saying that where they are is not the brightest place to be. Yes, ESP. Yes. That one is the pretty one. Weirdly enough, in Alameda, obviously you'll figure it out, that's where I'm from now. The rumor mill is because we have a hook and ladder in Alameda, but we see it everywhere. And the rumor is that as long as it keeps being used, that we get to keep it. Otherwise, we have to give it away, or budget down. So it's just so bizarre. Oh, I don't know. Small fuzzy white dog, Bichon. I don't know. It had lots of cute fur that could be combed, and it had one of those smiley faces. That's why I like pit bulls so much. And part of the reason, or part of the way I got my house, my stepdad gave me my house when my mom passed, was that I wouldn't get a pit bull while he was around, because he is definitely he doesn't like them. A lot of people don't like them. I understand that. And I don't usually even say that name. I just call them Lucy's, because a friend of ours had one named Lucy, who was the biggest cat dog I'd ever seen. She'd get on the bed in her bedroom and just roll around and tummy and everything. Was hilarious. So we usually say Lucy's. But yeah, I like dogs that smile. Lucy's smile like crazy, and they're so cute. And I actually didn't know what they were for 10 years until a friend of mine's Lucy was right in my face, literally. On a banquet, I am nose to snout with her, and I go, "Oh, what is she?" And he tells me, and I was like, "Holy crap." And I just start laughing. He's like, "What?" I go, "I have been petting these things for 10 years, not knowing what they are. And now I understand why some people would go ahead," with a smile on their face, and then sort of get grumpy because their Lucy wouldn't do anything to me. No, I love Lucy's. They are so cute, and they're so velvety soft. And they are good dogs underneath it all. So yeah, Tuki, it was a fuzzy lap dog, Bichon type. Yeah, the fluffy, not the wiry. So, let's see. Oh, it's beautiful. It's supposed to be beautiful for the next few days. So you're passing up opportunities to come out here and go to the beach. The only time everybody goes to the beach is when it's gorgeous. Or if it's Corgi Con or something. Yes, we have Corgi Con here. It's awesome. The one time me and the hubby went, unfortunately, we got fleas. That was fun. Not with 3 cats for a month. Oh, it just took, 2 cycles to get rid of them. It was hilarious. We brought home fleas from the Corgis. So... someone standing behind me. She actually came around. Ah, okay. Yes, I should, shouldn't I? Because it is really cool. I'll find out when it is this year. I want to say it's in September. It's got whatever real flea season in the later part of the year is, because we didn't expect it, and that's why it was so funny when it was just oh my god, I have fleas. I should have worn higher boots. Yes, I will. Supposedly, Alameda has a Corgi hangout once a month. But unfortunately, our neighbor's Corgi passed away, so we don't get to hear about it a lot anymore. He was very attached to his sweetie. So, this was a few years ago, and he still hasn't gotten another dog. So, I don't know if he'll either get another one. But I would love to ask him, because somebody told me we have moments where corgis are all over the place near where we live. And yes, they do. They have, I don't think they do competitions because running in sand is hard, but they do have them dressed up. I actually saw one dressed up as the UPS man. That was so cool. I might even have a picture of it, because I have relatives who work in UPS who would love that picture. They're very cute. They're so adorable. So yeah, I don't think it's a competition thing, but I think they do the beauty contests. And I want to say that one of the beauty contests, you know, because it's like different sizes of boys or girls, whatever. One might have been, well, I think it was a drag queen, which is, you know, they grow here, like sunflowers. But I want to say maybe a sister had a corgi. Sisters in perpetual indulgence. Because you always see them everywhere too. They are a fundraising crowd that are dressed like nuns, huge nun habits, and wear face paint, or, you know, makeup, not face paint, makeup, eyelashes, everything, and they all have beards. And if I remember right, the sisters were started for AIDS, to help raise funds for AIDS. That's where my second wave of protesting started, and fundraising was AIDS. So it's like before it was acknowledged here that it wasn't a problem, we used to raise funds for AIDS projects and stuff because, you know, the government wasn't giving them to us. So I think that's what the sisters were started for. And the thing is that you become, thank you, Fuzz, that's awesome. Yes, always remember them, always see what they're up to. They love taking pictures of people. They love money because they can put it towards something else. They've been doing it for 30, 40 years now. So, and that's the thing. It's so normal that you don't even know them anymore. It's just like, somebody will go, what was that? And I was like, oh, that's a sister. Like, you know, people visiting. The tourists probably have a blast. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a sister walkthrough in North Beach or something. Yeah, during rabbit season, because we also have a lot of gay tourists too. So, you know, this is, you know, the mecca of everybody here, because you know, I didn't know that still people thought people cohabitating together was a problem. Hell, to me, it's like, you just say partner, because unless they say they're married, and you don't assume gender, you don't assume lifestyle, you don't assume anything. I mean, we even have people out here who are married and celibate, which is normal. So it's like, never make an assumption. That's where I'm from. The never make an assumption world. Did you ever want to walk out of there when it's as beautiful as this? Supposedly it's 80. It's absolutely gorgeous. They're getting wind off of Columbus. I'm so sorry you have to go in there. Oh, you guys are just flying by? It's a cult. They speak cultese. Unless people know what cultese is, you have to go in there in about 10 minutes and get them back out. It's like, I try to tell people and they still think it's neat. Oh no, I understand that. I had 4 like 20-year-old go, about, you know, college age kids, go in 2 weeks ago. One of them came out.
Oh really?
The rest of them stayed longer than I stayed here. So, because I tried with them too, and they're like, oh no, it'll be fine. One kid came out about 10 minutes later, I'm like, pfft. And the other ones I never saw come back out. So, and I'm only here about an hour and a half.
Oh, it sounds good.
Yeah, it's like, I tried to explain, but people, that's the thing. Are you tourists?
No. I mean, we don't live here, but we've spent a lot of time here.
Okay, well, you're recreationists.
Yeah.
It's just the attitude that some of the tourists are like, oh, I can handle this. I'm like, I'm trying here. I protest.
Okay.
I'm part of the anti-Scientology protest group, which are 200 people around the world now. So, we're all independently owned and operated, but we have an allegiance to fight Scientology. That's the easiest way to put it, because places like LA are trying to get the protesters
deemed a group, and then they can gang, then they can deem them a hate gang and treat them differently. So the big thing I have with it is their tax exempt status and their religion. It's like, it's not. The whole religious thing comes from the 1200s, and that's what they do to make sure they don't hear me, to make sure they don't see me. I'm the devil. Yeah, and
All right, well, if they don't come out and
yeah.
we'll give them 5 minutes.
Well, they're not even allowed to talk to them about it. What they do is they sit them in front of a videotape or a video. Yeah.
Let's see if my brother.
So.
A few minutes. See what's happening.
I was gonna say probably
They're strong-willed.
Tom Cruise,
Yeah.
John Travolta, Mimi Rogers.
They're actors.
Who?
That was that girl with the New York accent that she did directly from.
Not actors.
Oh, Leah Remini.
Yeah.
The one who took out and started the whole 2010 version, because they get protested on about every 10 years, big time. This is the biggest one so far. Most of us learned it through Leah Remini, and there are other. It's just, they come out. It takes about $250,000 to get to the top of their ladder. Just tell them that. And it's what you can afford. So it's averaging $250,000. Leah Remini said she has spent over millions for her family, because they get you to pay for their family too. So there is nothing free in there. I bet you they still have a coin thing on the bathroom. So yeah, you have to pay for absolutely everything. So, and then when you're done, they try to get you to pay for their families. And I mean, just when you get to a certain point, then they're like, well, you can afford to have your family come in because we know all about you, because we've run absolutely everything on you. They also open credit cards in people's names and run them up to the limit. That's my thing, because I want to get them out also, is that I'll tell them how to fix their credit. And there's a speaker in the back that they'll turn up if I just start babble for no reason, but they turn it down when I start talking about fixing their credit, because most of their credit has been completely destroyed. So, because they get all of their information, then they try to open credit cards for them, or do open credit cards for them. They put them to the limit. There are certain companies that won't deal with Scientology anymore because they don't pay anything back. So it's long and drawn out, and it makes the individual just pushed aside. So it's very hard. And since they aren't into psychology and psychiatrists and everything else, they use it against people. So it's sort of like, we don't believe in this, but we're going to show you how we're going to use it against you. And they're not out here yet, are they?
Let's see, all good. Text Andrew.
And don't be surprised if they have a blocker. They used to have blockers outside, and the FCC loves complaints on blockers. So I threatened them with blocking, they stopped it. So I've been here for about 6 months. One hour a day, 6 days a week. So yes. So, and sometimes when people ask me, well, how long have you been doing this? I try to codify everything I say to them, because then sort of creepy, isn't it? Hi, Ella Sarmento. Didn't you get a channel up? I gotta check that out. So let's go walk to the other side, and they're violating a fire ordinance because their doors in the back don't both open. So we complain to the firemen too. Excuse me. Hope you guys have a good day. That poor man's face was so puckered. You got cooties! Too much niacin, you need to stand up! Oh, I feel sad for that older lady. So, yeah, the mom, I guess, because it was her son probably, she's the one getting nervous, and I'm sitting there talking. So, it explained. One of the hardest things this year is telling the tourists, no,
It's not what you think it is. They'll say they hate psychology, but that's what they're using on you. So, you know, dude, you know, if we've had so many people, forget it. And that first 4 that I had to deal with, where the 1 came out and the other 3 never did. It's like, well, not while I was here. I was only here for an hour, but hey. So, you know, you can fix your credit. It's really hard and easy. You can start by asking for a credit report from your bank. You should be able to get one from your bank. If you have a bank, please have an account. You should have an account just for your identity in the cyber world alone, if you want to belong there. What you do also is call Experian or Equifax or TransUnion to find out what your credit is, to talk to them to get your credit report. Then you can also get a hold of, or you can also go on there for your credit report and get things like your old addresses taken out, because if you move around too much, they don't like it. So you can keep like 3 or 4, but take the rest of them out. There's also telephone numbers. If you have too many of those, take those out. You want to make your credit report as high and tight as you can so you can go on. So this is what you want to do. They got them out. Good. So that's what you start with. And also making your credit cards inactive. If you have memberships, you only authorize those through the credit card. All the credit cards you have have no problem with Scientology. A lot of credit card companies do have problems with Scientology because they are infamous for not paying them back, their parishioners, and the company Scientology itself. So it's sort of, my opinion, known as fraud. So, but if you want to be able to get out of there, you should go over to a library. Would be the easiest way. If you are ever doing anything that Scientology would consider clandestine, you should be wearing nothing that you wear to Scientology, including your undies, unfortunately. Socks, everything. You should have a completely, neutral outfit to wear somewhere else. So you can't be followed. Your phone, don't take your phone anywhere if it belongs to them. If it doesn't belong to them, look online and find if you can find apps for trackers, apps for malware, things like that. A lot of them are free because they want to get you hooked in, so you can always do it during the trial run era and find out. A lot of them also want you to pay so they can give you like a PDF report, but you won't need it because you just want to know what's going on. So that's what you start out with. There will be more tomorrow, freaks. So yeah, they all got out. Yes, thank you. He's hanging out with his mom today, big time. See, the hair's getting weirder. So he didn't even get to see me yesterday or listen to me. So he's got this last day with his mom. I think he leaves early from back east, and he's at me 8 or 9 or something. So tonight will be the night I don't sleep because I'll be getting excited that, Papa Cat's coming home. It's weirdly sort of like when my dad comes home too, because he's on, okay, I give up. Hook and ladder twice, and they're having fun. Are they just going back to the... No, they went straight. Okay. I was gonna say, are they just making noise to go back to their office? Oh no, I think they are. Oh my god. I guess that's the fast way to get back. That was awesome. Hi, we're the police department or fire department. We want everybody to know that we have a big old truck here that needs to get past all of you guys because it needs to get more air pumped into it or something. Or, the ladder's dirty. We need to fix this before you get called out again.
That's awesome. Oh, I'm going to get so burned from this. Okay, so we didn't get that other flyer taken back up, taped back up. I can't remember where the other one was. Because remember, I tore them both down. Oh, the other one was over there, and that one's not there either. So, so they may not have been theirs. I wasn't going to run a QR code on that, that's for sure. Let's see. We're looking for another sticker. I was gonna like go to the bike rack, but I think she's changing behind her car. It is an orange Subaru, so maybe going to the Giants game. That one's still there. Okay, I know I like hot pink, but maybe I shouldn't. Oh, good. Do the shorts. Go for it. Yes. I'm trying to think. There's a Castro Valley mission, and I'm just telling you the missions. You can see the orgs. The missions are a little bit harder. And I don't even know if it exists still. So, because Xenu's daddy and I, he was doing the tour of like coming up 5. And he should be coming back here one of these days. I wish I could understand what that meant, but you know what? You can always, if you need to, just send me the email so I can so I can figure what it means. I love the airport. I have always loved the airport. So I think they go around places. I don't think that couple right there in the orange Subaru. I think she probably was really changing, and I don't think it was there because of a Giants game. Those orange Subarus here are Giants fans. So, oh wow, what did I do? Oh my God. Okay. So hello, Ocean View. I saw I was reading some of the PDF you gave me. It's like one of those days. Those are ones I should read, like hanging out in bed with nothing else better to do, because at least then I could giggle my way around. So, yes, sub to Davey Mismanaged. Xenu's daddy. We agree that Xenu is about 12. So, ooh, my phone's getting hot. So I've proven that it does not. Ooh, it's not having a good time here. Hold on a second. Do you know everything, Fuzz? So let's see. Oh, that's weird. Okay, I did something here. I've got a Fuzz. Okay, never mind. That's weird. Did it show up on the screen? Well, like I said, you could be like me. You don't know everything, just too much. Fuzzy pink encyclopedia. Yep. I wonder how I did that. Ooh. Let me see. Nope, not working. Ooh. Maybe I'll have to do a test stream when Papa Cat gets back, like while I'm waiting at the airport or something, because I always love getting early to the airport. You just listening for doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh my God, I'm feeling better. I think maybe acknowledging that I was freaking out was a good thing. So that didn't work, did it? Oh, I'm so sorry. You know, I'm not sending these people in. I have no joy into sending people into you guys, because I know how your psychology works, even though you won't admit it's psychology because it's bad for you. So I don't send people in, period. They go in on their own, and not even with my approval.
So at least they came out. I think the biggest problem they had was they had 2 people out here. So as long as I can keep somebody out here when everybody else goes in, I can make them nervous. And obviously you're not blocking any of the signals anymore. So because we know if you did, we'd all be getting hold of the FCC again. And the FCC loves telling people they're not supposed to be doing things like that because it's their F-ways. It's their band wave thingies. Ah. Okay. Yeah, well, I have it on a piece of paper. It always prints these things out for me. Because I only have 4 computers I don't pay attention to. Isn't that lovely? I just watched the clip that Robert James sent, and it was very cute. So that only took, what, a week? Really good at separating my email and putting them where they belong, but I'm not good about reading my email. I'm going to have to move because I might have a hostile, unhoused person coming towards me. So, let's see. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I wish I liked chocolate. I'd go down to Ghirardelli and have a sundae with some Ghirardelli chocolate on it. Oof, that'd be amazing. See, I don't speak that language. I want to understand what that meant. Working at Oakport last night and an episode of Black Mirror. I don't understand it. So, I know. I just find it very amazing that I'm always sounding so significantly naive, and I'm not. I know. I guess maybe it's because I admit I don't understand things and don't pretend I know everything. So, that could be part of it. Well, that and the fact that I sound like I'm, 16? It's like, you should have heard me when I was younger. I sounded like Minnie Mouse. Which was slightly annoying. So, did I learn anything new about the building last night or today? No, I was watching besides the fluff, I was watching a Scientology documentary. Like someone who was making a legit one. But yeah, just the phrase of yes, real sassafras. Make sure you hit that unsubscribe button. She's noticed that all of her subscriptions somehow got unsubscribed, so as I move through and check it out, hit that subscribe and notification. Yes, and this is the reason I want to hit 1,000 people or the hours, because you can also do a 0 membership, so that way anybody can go through. Because the one thing I have not noticed, or I have noticed, is that I do not get kicked off of Natalie's feeds anymore because I'm subscribed. So whatever that horrible algorithm is about kicking your butt off is annoying, because I have lost at least 1 subscription that I wanted, and I can't remember, I can't remember what the subject was. So, yeah, Natalie got to be, I think I did it 2 weeks straight, where every day I'd go look and she was gone. But she showed up on my homepage. It was really weird. I have no clue what that's about. I have not been listening to any of the YouTube underground or anything like that, so no, none at all. Of course, no face. Yes, and happy Friday to you too, Sassafras. Okay, is there anything else on here? Subscriptions. Twilight Zone at airport. I'm still trying to think of things. Because I was a total airport, like, my brother one time had a lot of dealings with the airport, so he would drop me off in the pinball room. This is how long it was ago. Well, he did things, and it wasn't illegal things he was doing. And any chance I had, I would go to the airport and walk someone to the gate. And when they took care of that, I was bummed. And then they brought everything closer. I was bummed. And it's like, now they don't want you there. So it's like nothing interesting is on the other side. But it's great for getting your steps in if it's horrible outside. SFO was wonderful for that. SFO is huge. Well, it's huge in a weirder way. It's huge, like the curb is huge because it's all of the terminals stuck together. So it's like the walk from one terminal to the terminal 1 to terminal 4. That's huge. But someone, oh, okay. Wonder what that is. Okay, back to their world. It's not the real world, that's for sure. Their world. What do you miss most about your former life? You know, the one where you had emotions and had a range of emotion and actually responded to these emotions and, you know, did things. What do you miss most about it? Do you miss your friends who could commiserate with you and help you when you were down? Unlike these people who tell you you're just not being man enough and you need to keep going. Do you miss hanging out and being able to talk to your friends? Because you can't do that now, because if you did, you're not supposed to ask questions and or talk about Scientology. There's only so many conversations you can have about what warm level do you wash your clothes in, or how about that new boxing of the new course, or have you gotten that course yet? Not saying that you're doing it, but have you gotten it yet? Things like that. That's not very interesting conversation, since you're not allowed to talk about pretty much anything. You probably talk about how long your hair is and what outfit you're wearing, but I don't see you talking about anything else. If you want to have some kind of stimulating conversation, you can always go to a place like a museum or something and watch somebody watching something else, or looking at something and start a conversation with them there. We're actually easily to converse with here in San Francisco in certain places, because there are a lot of people in San Francisco who come here for a reason, and then they're by themselves, and their reason isn't fraud and extortion. But hey, what else can you do? Yeah, what do you do after you tell your auditor everything you absolutely can think of telling? What happens if you don't have any marks against you? What if you haven't done anything wrong in your life? It's very possible. Everybody has not done everything wrong. I know it sounds weird, but you know, some people don't have black marks on their lives. Oh, and I heard. Bye, Tuki. See you later. And I've heard you're sending like information packs to the protesters in LA. You do know these are adults you're sending them to, and parents don't have any, can't make their children do anything nowadays. That left a long time ago. I would dare you to tell a Gen Z child what to do at the age of 10. So with me, sorry, but my dad is known that I'm a bleeding heart, tree hugging liberal since I was 8. Carter. That's when he got to hear that I wasn't gonna be growing up in the military when I graduated high school. So so there really isn't much you could tell him that he probably doesn't know anyway, because he probably has the government on me. Wouldn't you like to know that one? There are enough turnover here that you probably don't know my story. So, don't try. That's all I can say. There is a reason I'm not bothered here. And it has nothing to do with your side or my side. Right? Oh, that's funny. The other day I was like, why is everything quiet? Why am I, and it was like, people are going to think I'm a plant. And it's like, I know why. It's probably because of my dad. Anyway, yes, please support me. You can watch my playlists. You can give me thumbs up. So yeah, I mean, think of it this way. Get to, get to the membership level so I can have people not get kicked off of the subscription, which is why I went for everybody's. I'm on the cheapest subscription and or free subscription on everybody I watch regularly, because obviously the subscription idea is just a hook to get you to watch things, and when they don't want you subscribed to that anymore, they change it. It's the only way I can think of. I mean, I dumped everybody the last time I dumped Scientology, the last time I quote unquote ran into an obstacle, and I've added people that I like or really would have missed when I came back. So everybody's been getting added little by little, but I know at least one person who didn't have a paywall of some kind disappeared, and this is where the brain fog has to help. So I have to read, I'm reading Jenna's book, and I have to start reading What is Scientology, and I'm reading one about protesting, like, from a more of a educational level, not necessarily a social level, but I gotta stop doing that. The book said that a protest movement usually lasts about a year, and just humanity, people, it does fall apart. And I think we have done our fall apart, and we're all starting to work on our way back. I could say probably our fall apart's been within the past 2 weeks, because I check it. I've been personally paying attention to it by how many people are within an hour when I'm getting dressed in the morning. I hardly ever catch lives. I've been catching lives. It's really weird. And there have been less and less people who post in the morning. Being on the West Coast, everybody's an hour or more ahead of me, and it just seems like people are taking a refresh, which, if you ask me, I like it that way, because people are no, that's ADD, sassafras, reading 5 books at one time. Actually, if you're reading books on paper, they say it is better for you than reading them on a Kindle, which is annoying because I have a Kindle too. I got rid of a huge book library when I moved in with Papa Cat, because in 2003, 04, we were all supposed to be, mechanized. It was all supposed to be on a computer. Hell, it was supposed to be on our glasses and we could hit a button. And it didn't turn out that way. I mean, it's probably good that I got rid of all those books, but because I wasn't a big rereader either. So, hi, Danny. Danny, hi. What's up with you? Having a good day? I was just talking about the fair gaming packs and how everybody is getting them, and how my 57-year-old person doesn't need to have my dad get one because he knows what I've been doing since I was 7 when it comes up to politics. So, welcome here. Yes, Fuzz puts the how to sub to everybody, which is the way I like it. We all need to do and know more and stuff like that. So, San Francisco as usual. No. I know, that's so funny. I love being up in Northern California where I'm the quiet one. It's like, if you blink, my hour is done in life. Yes. Danny said, it's hilarious, at least I'm in all of them. LOL, I made it in life. It's like, oh God. It's amazing how so far back their whole thing is. It's like, I said earlier that I don't think a Gen Z 10-year-old would be fazed by something like that. Pretty much. I remember him and Leah when there were like 30 people, and they would sit and be very quiet, and it was just, I actually started following Leah before Danny because she finally wanted like membership, or she wanted people to be subscribed to her, and it was like, heck yeah. So I subscribed to Leah. God, before I even started going out. It was very cute. So, because she was so quiet and she had that voice like we all have, that really high, you have no clue, I can, you know, beat your ass without even thinking. Yeah, I know, but your star is in chalk. So tourists are trying to figure out where to go, so maybe I should help them. Hold on.
Where are you guys trying to go?
Harding and Jackson. We were trying to find out about Jackson is the farm.
Jackson?
Yeah, Jackson Street. Jackson is over there.
Okay, well, if that's what the maps are right. The maps are very current for San Francisco. So yeah, don't worry about that. They're all current. Have fun.
It's like, I don't know where Jackson is. Oh my God. But at least I told them, no, the maps in San Francisco are very current because, you know, there's always a damn map truck around here somewhere. That's what I haven't seen today. You know what I haven't seen today? I have not seen a SUV Jaguar or Jaguar SUV. Where are they today? Did something happen? Ooh. This would have been like the perfect day to drive in a car that doesn't drive people. Or was there one earlier? I know, you figure people are here. Usually the going out of town day used to be Thursday. Looks like it was Friday this week. Yes, sub to both Danny and Leah. They are the cutest pair on the planet, especially when they're, as somebody said last night, they're being Bonnie and Clyde. That is so cute. So, yeah, just sitting here hanging out. Hopefully they'll have a sandwich for me across the street when I leave. It's beautiful here today. There's just enough of a wind to keep it from feeling like 80. And with me wearing nothing but black, with my hair curler iron attacking me. One more time. Do you miss your friends? Do you miss your family? Do you wish you were with your friends or family? Doing something that's more fun than sitting in there? At least you're cool because that inside is marble. But don't you wish you were out here enjoying like the dogs walking by and the cafes around you and the bottled water from Sedona and, you know, things like that, you know. Donuts two blocks up and the Starbucks you guys all go to. You know, you can do that if you left and meant it. There's no such thing as a freeloader debt in the real world. You can get your credit back. You can talk to the people that you haven't talked to in years. You can get a job online starting and then work your way up from there on Mechanical Turk. It'd start really goofy, like getting roast beefs out of cash register receipts, highlighting them. But if they like you, because it's all like things to do to find out what you really know so they don't waste their resources on things or on people that cannot do things well. And you can get a job through there. You can always go to placement agencies, and considering all the administrative work you've done the whole time you were here, that would be a plus on getting you a job. When it comes down to it,
If they like you, they don't care what your education is. They don't care if you don't have a high school diploma or don't go to college. You can get an administrative job very easily by knowing what you know, which is basically data entry and accounting and research and letters and things like that, you know, and knowing how to write these things. You can get out and do that. You will not get pneumonia. The church will not fall apart if you leave. That does not make sense, because if there's so-called 500,000 church members, why would one member leaving make the whole place fall apart? Doesn't make sense. So you can come out and join the more active world and enjoy what you're doing instead of having to meet your sales range because a little man wants more money. He doesn't do anything with it. He just seems to like to hoard it and buy buildings with it, and then make those buildings abandoned, and then try to bring down the prices of neighborhoods that those buildings are in my opinion. So you might want to leave. It's going to be beautiful all weekend. It is summer. But remember, anybody that goes in there, I did not send. I don't work like that. So anybody who goes in, you should actually be nice to and not be hostile, even if they talk to me first, because I am not sending them in. So I hope you have a productively non-productive day for the rest of the day, and I will see you tomorrow. So, freaks. Oh, yet another day in paradise. Oh my God, that would be funny. Yeah, you could come up here and we could probably even put you up at our house for a couple of days. As long as you're not allergic to cats. So it would probably be fun. Oh, you got me a room rate. Oh my God, Reese. Oh my God, Jester Zephanine's day. Oh, we have to go look at Reese. Oh God, oh God. Okay. No, Reese rocks. I watched her right after she got outed, and then I had to stop because I knew something was going on. I couldn't figure it out. So, and then when she finally explained when she was going on, what was going on, I started coming back. So I missed her so much because she is so great. So go watch Reese, guys. Everybody else, have a great day. Have a good Friday night. Eat some bad food and watch bad movies. Ciao, Bellas.